Hope it was an excellent weekend. Give me a thumbs up if my audio is coming through relatively loud and perfect. Thanks very much, Andrew. Excellent. Well, I hope it was an excellent weekend for everybody. Now we're back into it. Another week on our hands, and I'm excited. We got lots we want to cover. Give you a few updates too. I think probably we'll do during the course of the presentation. Some very good news in regards to withdrawal updates, and the programming staff made some really big breakthroughs. I think that we're on the downhill slide to getting everything up to date on that front. For those of you who are members and have been for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's still morning for me, so I've got my morning coffee with me. Anyway, we've got a room that's starting to populate. Anyone interested in being a co-host, please don't hesitate. Let me know, and I appreciate that very much. Thanks, Andrew. I'll make you a co-host right now, and we will get rolling. I think we're probably pretty close to or at the top of the hour. We are. We'll give things another maybe 30 seconds or so, and then we'll get started. For those of you who may be here for the very first time, by the way, don't hesitate. Let us know where you're tuning in from on the chat section. If you're unfamiliar, by the way, with Zoom, or if this is your first time, very special welcome to you. Or if you're brand new to CFX, a very special welcome to you as well. Now, if you're on your telephone, typically the chat is at the bottom. The toolbar for Zoom is at the bottom of your phone. Whereas if you're on your tablet or your laptop or your desktop, the toolbar is at the top. And across on the far right-hand side, there's a More section and then a drop-down menu. And right in there is where you'll find your chat. Now, the reason that's important, of course, is we are going to call on members that have been using this platform for some time for the benefit of guests and new members, so that you have an opportunity to hear from others, not just myself, in regards to their personal experiences using this platform. That's critically important. It certainly would be for me. If I was kicking the tires on something, I would want an opportunity to hear from as many people as I possibly could to get a sense as to the viability of that particular entity. So that's what we're going to do today, to make sure you have an opportunity to hear from as many people as possible. So with that, I'm going to get into it. First of all, we're here obviously to discuss a platform called CFX. Now we are in our 24th month of operation. That's 24 months where the company has been trading in the global Forex market for us in a very simple, very automated way. Members have the opportunity to opt in to participating in CFX. And we're going to talk a little bit about how they've been able to create this type of consistency for 24 months, what's going on behind the scenes specifically. We'll talk a little bit more about Forex market also. If you are someone who has traded Forex in the past and either perhaps are finding yourself a little bit too busy to be in front of your computer as often required, if you're a frequency trader, then this is a very viable platform for you. Or if you're someone who really just hasn't gone through the process of understanding the global Forex market yet, but you are looking to perhaps participate in a very simple way and pull some gains out of the market, this is also a very viable way for you to start to explore that. So before we get into any more detail, I think we're going to all watch a very short 90-second video together.
This year, we are seeing the dream of financial freedom being pushed further and further away for millions of people. Record business closures and massive global layoffs are pushing people's budgets to the breaking point and having a dramatic effect on their quality of life. Many people are being forced to survive on credit, paying today's bills with tomorrow's wages. This is a guaranteed path to financial disaster. Are you currently enjoying the lifestyle that you're working so hard to achieve? In contrast to these statistics, the wealthiest of our populations increase their net worth year after year, and they're able to accelerate their wealth during economic downturns. How is this possible? Financially experienced people put wealth-building principles to work for them, rather than trading their time for a wage. In the following video, we'll introduce you to two of these powerful principles and show you how you can get them working for you right away. At CFX, we believe the opportunity to create financial abundance is the right of every person. A better life can begin now. Start your journey with us today. It will be the most empowering change you've ever made.
Okay, so let's start off by focusing on the two industries with which CFX has the most significant impact. One is the e-learning industry. And in fact, we're going to talk a little bit more about e-learning in just a couple of minutes and how CFX is now and how they're going to continue to be more and more involved in e-learning. And the second is the global Forex market. So e-learning specifically, we're going to talk about our academy in maybe about 10 minutes from now. We'll start talking about that and the impact it's going to have on the project overall as we continue to grow in years to come. And of course, we'll be talking specifically about the Forex market, probably in the next couple of slides, and how CFX participates within this space. How they succeed within this space is a rather interesting story, some of the details. So we're going to dump a bunch of those details on you. But most importantly, when it comes to the global Forex market, ultimately, the size of this platform being able to grow to 200,000 members globally and beyond, well, the capacity to do such obviously is attributed to the fact that the Forex market is the largest and most liquid financial market in the world. So, we're just a drop in the ocean, CFX, of course, in the global Forex market. $5.3 trillion is a very significant market when we're talking about average daily volume, daily in the trillions of dollars. It's also, this market is historically proven to be recession proof. And in fact, usually what we do is members that have been using the platform for a period of time, we call on them right now to assist us with verifying or authenticating that bullet point. So what I would encourage those of you to do, if you've been using the platform for some time, if you can verify or authenticate that you have seen consistent trading gains week by week by week, all through what's been a very challenging COVID period for millions around the planet. If you can authenticate trading gains on a weekly basis, please go ahead and type a 1 in the chat right now. That would be greatly appreciated. On the bottom row of bullet points, there's a great deal of flexibility when it comes to risk management strategies, and perhaps we'll talk about a couple of those risk management strategies that are being used by the company when we get to those trading slides. Also leverage. You can leverage and compound in the Forex space. And in fact, you can leverage and compound in CFX as well. And we'll touch on that a little bit later in the presentation. And then this is a 5-day per week market. So unlike the cryptocurrency markets, weekends are off. This is a Monday to Friday market in the Forex space. So the purpose of CFX is really quite simple. The development of the platform and the launching of the platform is anything but simple. It's very elaborate, but the purpose behind it is fairly straightforward and simple, and that is to give individuals that perhaps have a financial need the ability to profit in the global Forex market, even if they just don't have the skill set or the experience behind them to trade within that marketplace on their own. Positioning, the way the company does what it does is it really focuses more on technology than it does on large teams of professional traders. And in fact, we'll talk more about that technology in just a moment as well. So a little bit about the founders of the platform. Many of you have had opportunities to meet one or both of these gentlemen. Their headquarters, we'll touch more about that in a moment, is in Panama City, Panama. And these gentlemen, both of these gentlemen are entrepreneurs from Central America region, Dominican Republic to be specific, and have had incredible degrees of success in a variety of areas. What's most important, and I think noteworthy about both of these guys, is their ability to source and surround themselves with very competent and capable individuals to run a variety of divisions of the company, including, of course, programming. There's more than 30 full-time programmers that work for CFX. There's a very capable and very competent security team. So this is a security personnel that makes sure that our back office environments are always safe, always secure. You can imagine a platform this size gets a lot of attention from unscrupulous players outside of a variety of different countries that are always trying to look for an easy payday. And so CFX makes sure that all of their resources are all firewalled multiple times, and in fact, we've never had a breach in even our first firewall with CFX. We also have a full-time social media team. These are marketing professionals, educated professionals, full-time support staff, and really the list goes on and on and on. It's a very, very rapidly growing list. And in fact, when we get to the official launch of our Panama facilities, you'll probably see that team continue to grow. So the slide that you see in front of you now, the photographs on the right-hand side, these are artists' renditions of what's being built out right now. And in fact, some of you in various chat groups, in fact, the official Telegram group of CFX, the CFX group, has received some updates recently of the build out of this facility. Now, this is a facility build out that has definitely been affected and delayed by COVID challenges. In fact, this facility was scheduled to be open April of last year. So we're well more than a year behind the opening of this facility, although we are getting very, very close to one day this finally being opened. The ribbon cutting ceremony, although it hasn't officially been scheduled, it's very soon, which is going to be a fantastic thing, because right after that ceremony, this is going to be an open door policy. And in fact, in your back office, after that ribbon cutting ceremony, you're probably going to see a calendar appear for members that want to come down on specific weekends and have other members come down from various parts of the world that are CFX members. So you have opportunities for group dinners, perhaps even opportunities to meet or events with members of the corporate team, et cetera. So those things are going to be coming very soon. I know many of you are looking forward to those already. I know I certainly am, and I will be flying down to tour the facilities and spend some time with members as well. Okay, so let's focus on trading. This is probably what brought most of you to the platform when it was recommended or endorsed by someone. This is probably what that someone was referring to, was their trading success. Now, the last sentence on the paragraph on your screen in front of you says, our team of professionals has extensive experience in Forex trading and EA design and management. I think that sentence probably does the best of encapsulating exactly how CFX does what they do. First of all, Forex trading, we're already clear on that the focus is in Forex trading. But EA, what's an EA? EA is abbreviation for expert advisor, which is a title, a fancy way of saying software that is designed, programmed to operate specifically in the global Forex market. Now, it's important to understand that CFX develops their own EAs. They don't go to third parties. They don't white label or purchase white labeled products. Everything's designed in-house. And there's a reason for that, and it's a very important reason. If you're developing the EA, it stands to reason that you're also the best suited to manage and maintain that piece of technology as well. And that's exactly how this process works. And so this is developed in-house, and then at the end of every single trading day, all winning trades and losing trades are analyzed, and there's constant updates and maintenance to make sure that the EA or multiple EAs continue performing at optimum levels. And so that's really ultimately what's created the consistency that we've been able to enjoy for the past 24 months. Now, at the bottom of this slide, you can see a promotion for something called Web TV. Now, Web TV is essentially giving you a window or an iframe into MetaTrader 4 screenshot of real trades that the company is involved in. In fact, if you log into your Web TV in your back office, you'll notice there's a purple bar above the actual screen, any particular screenshot, and within that purple bar, it's going to give you a list of all the currencies that are current currency pairs that are actively being traded at the moment by CFX. And you'll notice they're typically major pairs and minor pairs. You'll also notice that anytime a currency is not being traded, the screen will either be blank or on the top, where here you can see a Euro Australian dollar swing trade. In the top corner, you'll either see a happy face or a sad face, and that's actually a MetaTrader feature to let you know whether the company is engaged in that particular trade or not. So the focus, we talked a little bit about risk management. Remember in those bullet points we were looking at for the global Forex market. So there are a number of things that the company does to ensure profitability. One of those things is that now they are a high frequency trader. So there's a large volume of trades that are completed on a daily basis. And they want to make sure typically they get wrapped up the same day the trades are open. And this is going to avoid swap fees. So this is going to keep the cost of trading as low as it can. And I mentioned a moment ago, you're going to find they're typically involved in major and minor currency pairs as well. And so if you have some experience trading, you know the higher the higher volume or the higher frequently traded pairs typically are going to have the lowest spreads. In other words, the cost of participating in that trade is going to be as low as it possibly can be with major and minor pairs. And so that's typically where CFX is focusing for their high frequency trading strategy. And then after that, it's just poring over data, making sure that the algorithms are performing to the best of their ability. So we got a short video for you to watch now as it relates to the online university side or e-learning side of CFX. Okay, so the Academy is going to perform some very important functions for the company moving forward. In the short term, CFX was always intended to be a full-service Forex platform. So for those of you who are quite happy to allow the EAs to do what they do and allow the programmers to continue to manage and maintain those on a regular basis, and you're more than happy to simply participate, well, you will still be able to, of course, allow that technology to do its job and benefit. But the company, of course, knows that there are some of you that are very much interested in participating in the trading activity yourself. Now, whether that's in a minor way, perhaps you may move stops from time to time. You may choose to stay and stretch out winning trades a little bit longer and pull a few more pips from those trades, or perhaps you want to be completely involved in the process as you work through the advanced professional series and into the supreme series of curriculum. And maybe you really want to start to study and master the psychology of trading. So, ultimately the difference between someone that has winning trades with some frequency to someone who's a consistently winning trader, a certain percentage of the time, where this becomes something that you can draw on as an income source, perhaps as a career. In any or all three of these cases, of course, the Academy is going to service most of your needs. Although, for those of you who really want to get serious about mastering the curriculum inside the Academy, of course, you may choose also to take some credits that you'll receive and come down to the corporate offices where you'll be involved in group trainings. And in fact, that corporate office that we showed you photographs of just a moment ago is going to be large enough that there will be room for theater style, so side to side or shoulder to shoulder, more than 100 people in a class at once. And so we know that many of you are going to be coming down to that corporate office in Panama, not only for curriculum that's in the Forex space, which is going to be what dominates the Academy in the short term, but in the longer term, you're going to start to see other curriculum start to populate that Academy as well. Because, of course, the focus of CFX isn't exclusively Forex. The focus of CFX really is to assist you in freeing yourself financially. And that's going to have to do with many things entrepreneurial and not just trading in the Forex market. So exciting things to come for sure when it comes to Academy content. Now, how does one access the Academy? Well, that's going to be done through something that we refer to as a trading pack. In fact, CFX has 15 different trading packs, and those 15 different trading packs make up what we refer to as a trading pack ladder. So starting at the very first step of the ladder is a $300 step. And you can see those circular icons with a number in them. Well, those represent or are represented by US dollars. So $300, $500, $1,000, and so on. Now, you can also see there are 3 lines of text to the right-hand side of each one of those icons. And the first line says Academy Pool, or Academy Pack rather. The second says Trade Pool Deposit, and the third says Leadership Program. Now, Academy Pack, if you'll notice mathematically, is always made up of 30% of the value of the trade package it's attached to. For example, a $300 trade pack, well, the 30% of a $300 trade pack is $90. And you can see Academy Pack 90 is what's listed on the very top in the gray color. So if you subtract $90 from 300, well, that leaves a balance of $210. And that's exactly what you see for Trade Pool Deposit. So after 30% of the value of any trade package is removed, it leaves you with a balance of 70%. And it's that 70% that's ultimately going to be traded for you in the global Forex market. So for example, if you look at a $500 trade pack, well, 30% of $500 is $150. The remaining 70% would be $350, which would be traded for you in the Forex market. Now, below that, you can see leadership program, and you'll notice that the leadership program is not in dollars. It's in point volume points, or PV. And you'll also notice that that amount is always 50% of the value of the trade pack. So 500 gives you 250 PV, 1,000 gives you 500 PV, and so on and so forth. So you're looking at the first 5 steps up the trade package ladder, starting at $300 and climbing to $3,000. And of course, the next series, the advanced series, this is broken into the same 3 series that we showed you with the Academy curriculum. So the Elemental series, Advanced series, and then the Supreme series. So here's the next 5 steps up the trade package ladder from $5,000 through to $20,000. And you'll notice the mathematical formula is exactly the same: 30% Academy pack and 70% trade pool deposit, with half of the value of the trade package earmarked for leadership points. And then the last 5 steps up the trade package ladder, again, exactly the same thing holds true. So the highest trade package, or the largest trade package, is a $100,000 trade package with the same 70-30 split, and then 50% of that in PV. We'll explain that PV, by the way, as we wrap things up in probably in about 15 or 20 minutes. So the first and most important thing I want to share with you is that it is absolutely possible to start wherever you would like to start with on this trade package ladder and climb your way towards the top, with the top being the ultimate goal. And in fact, I know that many of you on this call probably are on a $100,000 trade package. It's very important that you understand that you only are to select a trade package that's appropriate for you. You also need to consider the fact, and here's a trading disclaimer, that anytime there's real trading happening in any market, including the Forex market, there's always risk associated with trading. And so you need to make sure that you're selecting and purchasing a trade package that you can afford to lose, with resources you can afford to lose, because there are no guarantees in trading. There never have been. And so even though we've had wonderful past performance is in no way a guarantee of future results. Now, what I would like to do for those of you who are new, or those of you who are guests, is give you an opportunity to hear from members that have been using the platform for some time again, just to give you a sense of what's possible as far as timelines in climbing this trade package ladder. So for those of you who've been involved in CFX for a while, if you don't mind, please hit the chat section and let our guests and new members know where you started, how long ago you started there, and where you are currently on the trade package ladder. If you don't mind doing that, it'll just take you a second, and I think that'd be a huge assistance for individuals that are here for the first time looking at this information. Great. I'm just going to have a quick look as well. Wow. Congratulations. Some great results. That's awesome. Well, I appreciate members very much for taking the time to share inside this. That's wonderful. Sheila, $500 to 3K. Congratulations. $300 to 50K, Lee. Congratulations. That's awesome. And that's exactly how this platform is meant to work. So you can use whatever capital is comfortable for you to get started and have the ability through. And by the way, just a little bit of a hint as to how members are climbing this. Remember that trade pool deposit, which is 70% of the value of your trade package. Well, that is going to be traded in the global Forex market. And so the gains that you'll receive, and we're going to break all these numbers down in a little more detail in a moment, that's going to give you the resources, the ability to climb through the trade package ladder, just like in the cases the members are sharing with you right now. So thank you very much for everyone for taking the time to do that. So that really brings us to the halfway point of this presentation. So what I'm going to do now is really connect a lot of the dots and start filling in some blanks as far as the numbers go and how members can climb this trade package ladder and what opportunities, what options are available to members. Because generally, CFX members fall into one of 2 categories. Those individuals that we would refer to as customers who have no interest in anything other than owning a trade package and allowing that trade package to do what it's supposed to do. But then there's another group as well, and that are individuals that have had a positive experience, have seen this platform work for them, and so they can now, with confidence, recommend CFX to those that are important to them, other friends, for them to get involved as well. And if you choose to do that, which of course is entirely optional, but if you do choose to do that, there are a number of other bonuses that open up. And I want to break all those down for you in a little more detail so you understand exactly what's available to you. Okay, so let's go through this process. Now, remember, we're going to focus initially on customers. So Bear Capital, BEAR, these are gains that any member that owns an active trade package can receive primarily through trading activity, although there is an exception. And you can see, in fact, in this paragraph, there is a bonus that you also have access to via Bear Capital called a forced matrix bonus. We're going to take a closer look at that bonus in probably about 5 or 10 minutes. So Bear Capital, how does this work? Well, you can receive gains up to 2 times the value of any trade package in Bear Capital. So for example, if you got started with a $300 trade package, you can make $600 in Bear gains or Bear Capital gains. Okay. Bull Capital, on the other hand, the definition of that, of course, is something or a gain that's available the moment that you refer a minimum of one other person to CFX. And you can see, in fact, there's a whole host of bonuses that are now unlocked the moment you refer someone to CFX. And you can, in fact, start to realize or earn up to an additional 2 times or 200% of the value of that same trade package in bull gains. So, for example, if you got started by purchasing a $300 trade package, you can make $600 in Bear Capital, and you can make an additional $600 in Bull Capital for a total of an additional $1,200. And so you can see very clearly that that would give you the resources to take the next step up the trade package ladder. That's the same trade package ladder, of course, that we walked through just a few moments ago. So let's give you a bit of a 30,000-foot overview as to how this works, okay? We'll talk about both Bear and Bull benefits right now. On the left-hand side of your screen, you can see a $1,000 trade package icon. Now, remember, Bear Capital is representing the 70% of the value of any trade package that ultimately is going to be traded on your behalf in the global Forex market. So for example, 70% of $1,000 would be $700. And you can earn daily trade returns, daily trading gains on days, of course, where the trading results are profitable. You can receive gains up to 2 times the value, or 200%, in this case of a $1,000 trade package, which would mean $2,000 to you. Likewise, Bull Capital. Now, this is the remaining 30%. And if you remember, that remaining 30% is earmarked for a product purchase. And that product purchase is called the Academy. So the CFX Academy for $1,000 trade package is $300 worth of access to the Academy. And that $300 is shared in bull gains in 2 different ways. One of them is a bonus we refer to as the fast start, and the other way is a bonus that we refer to as the unilevel. And those can accrue, again, up to 2 times the value of your trade package, in this case, $2,000 on a $1,000 trade package. So depending on how you choose to get started, you hit a bit of a crossroads then when you cap out at either 2 times or 4 times the value of your trade package. And so you have 3 separate options at this point. And one of those options, of course, is to pay a withdrawal fee, pull all of your gains out, put them in your pocket, and walk away from the platform. That absolutely is a legitimate option for you. Another one of your options, of course, is since you were profitable the first time around, you may choose to purchase another $1,000 trade package and just do the whole thing all over again. You would withdraw your gains, pay a withdrawal fee, and purchase a $1,000 trade package. Now, of course, there is a third option, and that third option is you could choose to climb the next step up the trade package ladder, just like so many members were sharing and continue to share in our chat. And so the advantage in that, of course, is that if 70% of the value of your trade package is being traded on your behalf, and you were to move from a $1,000 to a $2,000 trade package, well, your trade pool deposit amount would move from $700 to $1,400. And so it stands to reason why you would be a little bit more profitable in daily trading gains because you're trading twice the amount. And that's absolutely the truth. That's exactly what would happen. And that's why most members that are actively involved are choosing to climb that trade package ladder to larger and larger trade packages, but they're using the gains through the system as opposed to using credit card or using their own savings. They're allowing the gains to do that climb for them, which I think is the smartest and most effective way to move forward in the platform. So with that, I want to break down each one of these bullets in a little bit more detail for you. We're going to start with trading results because remember, trading results is something that everybody, it doesn't matter whether you're a customer in CFX or whether you're sharing CFX as a platform with others, everyone has access to trading results. So remember, this is a Monday to Friday, 5-day per week space, the Forex space. And remember, at the end of every trading day, all the winning trades and all the losing trades are added together. Now, from that total gain, if there is a gain, from that total, right off the top, CFX is going to take what we refer to as a success fee. So they're going to take a cost or their cost of doing business off the top, and the balance remaining, we're going to share, all of us, with each other evenly. So, for example, if we have a 1.3% trading day for Monday, every single member is going to earn 1.3% based on the amount that they're actually trading, their trade pool deposit. So, for example, if you have a $5,000 trade package, remember, 70% of the value of your trade package is what you're actually trading. So that would be $3,500 that you're actually trading. 1.3% of $3,500 would be your trading gain for the day. And that's exactly how the system works day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out. Now, the other thing that's important to understand is that trading gains accumulate Monday to Friday. And on Saturday, they're all pushed to a wallet, an internal wallet in your system. So you'll see trading gains become available for you to hit a withdrawal on a weekly basis. The other thing that's very important to understand, the circle that you see towards the center of your screen, this is a cap. So this is not a guaranteed return. Remember, there are no such thing as guaranteed returns in any space that has anything to do with trading. This is a 15% per week maximum. So in other words, you'll never see a trading day larger than 15%. And anything over 15%, if the company ever is fortunate enough to have that kind of profitability in a single week, anything over 15 points, they'll keep for themselves. Okay, now on to bonuses. So if you recall, Bear, B-E-A-R, was where the trading was focused, bear gains, bull gains, B-U-L-L, the two bonuses that we shared with you that are coming from the product sale. In other words, we're talking about a academy, or online university product sale, and two bonuses are paid from that product sale. So that's why it says 50% in front of Fast Start and 50% in front of Unilevel, because that money is split into two bonuses. Here's another simpler way of looking at the mathematics. If 30% of every trade package is going to a product sale, and half of that product sale is going to the Fast Start bonus, half of 30% is 15%, 1.5. So anytime that you recommend CFX to a friend and they choose to get involved and they purchase a trade package, well, you will earn 15%, 1.5% of the value of that trade package as a Fast Start bonus. So for example, if a friend of yours gets involved and spends $1,000 to purchase a trade package, well, you would earn 15% of that $1,000 or $150 directly to you. Now, Fast Start bonuses are paid daily, so you can trigger a withdrawal immediately from that. And remember, the other thing that's even more important about Fast Start bonuses is that anytime and every time that anyone that purchases a trade package from your recommendation, when they climb the trade package ladder from $1,000 to $2,000, for example, that's going to trigger another Fast Start bonus for you. For example, from $1,000 to $2,000, there's a $1,000 jump. That would be another 15% or $150 to you. Maybe a month or two down the road, when they're climbing from a $3,000 to a $5,000 trade package, well, that's a $2,000 jump, and that would trigger a $300 bonus to you. Perhaps a few more months down the road, and they're climbing from a $20,000 to a $30,000 trade package. Well, that's a $10,000 jump, and that would trigger a $1,500 fast start bonus to you. So this will continue all the way through the trade package ladder. So fast starts are not a one-time bonus. They actually end up being quite substantial. Now, the other bonus, the other 50% or second bonus that comes from that product sale, which is the online university called the Academy, well, that money goes into this second bonus we refer to as the unilevel. So this is a team bonus where the fast start bonus, you recommend CFX to another, you're the only person earning that bonus. In this case, you have the opportunity to leverage yourself and earn a little bit from the efforts of others as well. And so it makes this bonus potentially very exciting and also very lucrative. First thing you'll notice is it's a 10-level bonus. You can see those levels are listed towards the center of your screen. Now remember, if someone purchases a $1,000 trade package, $150 or 15% is going to go to the sponsor immediately as a fast start bonus. Well, remember, another $150 is going to drop right into this bonus. But here's the difference. Instead of one person earning that $150, it's going to be shared by a number of people that are participating in this bonus. Now, what's most important about that, though, as other activity is happening, as other individuals are getting involved that you perhaps don't even know, you have the potential, the possibility of earning and generating income from their activity as well. Okay, so let's break this down. First of all, levels 1, 2, 3, and 4, when you get started in CFX, are automatically unlocked, and they're all 10% levels, 10% each. When you hit the rank of executive, now we're going to break down what's required to hit these ranks in just a couple of minutes as we wrap our presentation up. But when you do hit executive, you unlock levels 5 and 6. When you hit the rank of manager, you unlock levels 7 and 8. Hitting the rank of director unlocks level 9. And hitting the President's Club rank unlocks level 10. So if you were to add all those levels together, 4 times 10%, 2 times 20%, and then the 4 times 5%, well, that would equal 100%. So now you know exactly for every dollar that goes into this bonus, how that dollar is being allocated. The other thing that's very important to understand is that not only are you earning the first time that someone gets involved in CFX, but every single time that anyone inside your unilevel genealogy chooses to take another step up the trade package ladder, that triggers another contribution to the unilevel. So again, from the same database of individuals, you can earn over and over and over again. Now, keep in mind, of course, there are no guarantees of results in anything like this. It's going to require some activity on your part to get the ball rolling. But once that ball is rolling, some very exciting things can start to happen. So let's turn this into an income source, how exactly you get paid. Let's say, for example, someone that you personally referred to CFX is getting involved. Now, remember, if they purchase a $1,000 trade package, it's $150 into this bonus. Your level 1 is where they would be if you were the sponsor. Anyone you personally refer to CFX is going to find a home on your level 1. Now, level 1's a 10% payout level. So if, for example, they purchased a $1,000 trade package and 15% goes into this bonus, that's $150, and your level 1 is a 10% level. So you would make $15, and the remaining $135 would be shared amongst the other levels. Likewise, levels 2, 3, and 4 are all 10%. Let's say, though, that someone else referred that individual to CFX, and they happen to land on your level 5 or your level 6. Well, those are 20% payout levels. So 20% of $150 would be $30 to you, and the remaining $120 would be shared amongst the other levels. And likewise, if someone a little further down your genealogy, let's say on your level 7, 8, 9, or 10, referred this new individual, that would be a 5% payout level, 5% of $150, $7.50 to you, and the balance remaining would be shared amongst the other levels. And so that's exactly how this unilevel works. Now, as these individuals can, of course, share with others, it gives you an opportunity to benefit from those earnings as well. The other thing that's very important to understand about this bonus, take a look at President's Club, Ambassador, and Global Ambassador, and you'll notice that that unlocks a global bonus. And what essentially is happening is a 10-level unilevel is being converted into an unlimited unilevel. In other words, it doesn't matter how large your team grows or how deep things happen to grow, level 11, 15, 17, 22, 34, it doesn't matter. You have an opportunity to capture and earn on every single level that's part of that unilevel. So it becomes an extremely powerful, potentially very lucrative bonus for you as well. So the last bonus for us to discuss is the force matrix. And if you recall, when we were defining bull capital or bull gains versus bear gains, remember BEAR, those were the gains that came simply from participating in CFX with an active trade package. So you'd be considered a customer. And as such, as a customer, you potentially never refer anybody to CFX. But remember, you had access to one of the bonuses as a customer. And that was this bonus, that matrix bonus. And you can see from the graphic on your screen, all of those arrows above the bonus are giving you a little bit of an insight as to how that could be possible. So let me break this down for you in a bit of detail. Now, first of all, your unilevel, the bonus that we just finished looking at, you can refer as many people as you want to CFX. And at any number of people that you refer, you're the sponsor, those people will all live on your level 1. So you could have 3 people on your level 1, or 5 or 10 or 100 or 1,000 on your level 1. It really doesn't matter. The matrix is a little bit different. You can see from this graphic, there's actually only room for 3 people on your level 1. And likewise, your level 2 is level 1 for the people on your level 1. So they all only have room for 3, which means you only have room for 9 people on your level 2. And this will continue to grow in multiples of 3, 9, 27, 81, etc. So that's the structure of this bonus is very different than the previous bonus we just finished talking about. So if you have a tough time wrapping your head around that, just consider this. When you join CFX, and the moment you join, you instantly have a position saved for you in the unilevel, and you have another position saved for you in the matrix. Both of those, you have a position saved for yourself. And your location in both of those could be very different depending on where you end up within the company. Now, what's interesting about this and the way that a customer who never refers anyone to CFX can still end up with individuals inside their matrix is because of this fixed and rigid structure. So for example, let's say that you personally referred 5 people to CFX. Well, you only have room for 3 of them on your level 1. So where are the other 2 people going to go? They're going to have to drop down below wherever there's a space available. Now that might be on your level 2, but if your level 2 is also quickly full, that might be on your level 3. And likewise, this is why you see all the arrows above as well, because the people above you only have room for 3 people on their level 1. And so many of you, in fact, even in this presentation, already have individuals inside your matrix that you don't know. You don't know where they came from. You don't know who their sponsors are, but they happen to end up inside your matrix. So you have the potential of benefiting from your matrix. Okay, so how does the matrix pay you? Well, first of all, now we hinted to it a little bit earlier when we said anytime you withdraw your gains, you're going to pay a withdrawal fee. Now, if you take a look at the text on the left-hand side of this slide, there is a 20% withdrawal fee. And paragraph 2 shows you exactly where that 20% goes. It's divided amongst 3 bonuses. And the first of the 3 bonuses is called a matrix. That's the one you're looking at right now. 10% of it is going to go to the matching matrix, and the remaining 40% is going to go to leadership rank bonuses that we'll talk about in just a minute. So if half of the withdrawal fee goes to this bonus, this matrix, let's talk about how one would earn. So first of all, take a look at the green numbers that are on the right-hand side of the graphic, 3, 3, 3, 5, 6, 10, 30, 20, 10, 10. Now add all those together, that's also 100%. So let's say, for example, somebody on your level 8 is making a withdrawal of $1,000. Now, a $1,000 withdrawal, if there's a 20% fee, that means there's going to be a $200 fee on a $1,000 withdrawal. And if half of that fee is going into this bonus, that means on a $1,000 withdrawal and a $200 fee, $100 of the $200 is going into this bonus. Now, this is where the green numbers are important. So that person on your level 8 making a $1,000 withdrawal is on a 20% level for you. So of the $100 going into this bonus, $20 is going to belong to you. And the remaining $80 will be shared with all of the other people that are benefiting from that. So in other words, for every withdrawal that's made, there are potentially 10 people that get to earn from that withdraw. Okay, that's the way the matrix works. It's a very, very powerful bonus. And over time, while it doesn't start off as much in the beginning, over time, there is the possibility of this turning into a very substantial bonus for you. Now, the easiest way to make sure that the matrix does turn into something for you would be to select 3 friends that you enjoy spending time with, you enjoy working with, share CFX with them and help them get started. And then simply shift your focus to helping them do the same thing you've just done. So help them share CFX with 3 friends, and then make sure they help their friends do the same, because now you've created a blueprint for that exponential growth, 3 by 3 by 3 by 3. Okay, it can be that simple. And it really doesn't matter whether this is something that is quick and easy for you or takes a little bit of time. It doesn't matter. When it comes to the matrix, you're playing the long game, but the long game can be extraordinarily profitable for you as time passes. All right. We've got a 10% matching bonus. Now, that's exactly what it sounds like. Anyone that you've personally referred to CFX, you also have the ability to earn a 10% match of their matrix earnings. So, for example, if you referred 3 people and one of those 3 people made $2,500, for example, in their matrix, well, you would earn a match of that, $250, 10%. Now, you'll earn a match for every single person that you refer to CFX. And if you take a look on the far right-hand side of that graphic, you can see there are certain trade package icons that are representing payouts in certain levels of the matrix. So, for example, a $2,000 trade package enables you or entitles you to earn on withdraws from levels 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And when you choose over time to move up to a $5,000 trade package, in addition, of course, to that benefiting the size of your trading gains, you're also going to unlock level 6 and have the ability to earn from that every time someone on your level 6 makes a withdrawal. And of course, as you climb the trade package ladder, eventually at a $30,000 trade package, you have unlocked all 10 levels of the matrix and you have access to withdrawals that happen on all 10 levels. Okay, the last thing for us to discuss as we wrap up. Now, this is the leadership program. And as I mentioned to you earlier, I said I would help you define, or rather I would define for you and help you understand how you unlock levels 1 through 10 on the unilevel. So if you recall, the silver color levels 1, 2, 3, and 4 were automatically unlocked in the unilevel. Levels 5 and 6 were unlocked when you reached the rank of executive. And if you remember also, those were the highest percentage payout levels at 20% each. So hitting executive is certainly a worthy achievement. I think it's worth you putting on your list of things to do on your goals. Now let's take a look at the requirements for hitting executive. First of all, 500 PVP, that's personal volume points. Remember, the point to dollar ratio was 1 to 2. So that means if you have a 500 PVP requirement, you are trading a minimum of a $1,000 trade package. Also, you need to refer a minimum of 3 people to CFX to be an executive. And then over time, as those friends share with others who share with others, and all of those points start to accumulate from everyone's trade package, in a 30-day rolling period, you need to accumulate 25,000 in total group volume, PGV, total group volume. And with the maximum of 15,000 coming from one of those teams. So remember, if you referred 3, you've started 3 teams. If you happen to refer 5 people, you've got 5 teams started. If you referred 7 people, you have 7 teams started. 15,000 of the points required, 25,000 can come from one team, and all the rest of the points required can come from any number or combination of the other teams, okay? Accomplish those things, and you have reached the rank of executive. So congratulations to you. Now, what's important, of course, once you've accomplished that, is that you assist others in doing exactly the same thing that you've just done. Why is that so important? Well, because when 2 individuals, any 2 individuals, whether you know them or not, whether you enrolled or sponsored them or not, as long as they're from 2 different teams or lineages, them reaching executive will propel you to the rank of manager. Now, if you remember, manager unlocks levels 7 and 8 in your unilevel. So hitting those first 2 ranks, you've now unlocked 80% of the capacity for your unilevel to pay you, levels 8 out of the 10 levels. Hitting the rank of director, which is any 2 people in your genealogy hitting the rank of manager, that unlocks level 9 for you. And then any 3 people hitting director unlocks president for you. And that's how you're going to progress through this leadership program. And in addition to unlocking that unilevel, which is critically important in earning, remember, President's Club also unlocks the global bonus, which turns that 10 level unilevel into an infinity ping unilevel. That's very important. There are also prizes attached to each one of these levels of accomplishment. So, for example, hitting executive, sterling silver rank pin, executive rank pin, is yours. Now, the pins are only given in person to person. So that is you attending one of CFX's corporate events, meeting the owners of the company, then very excitingly handing you that rank pin. And of course, also you have the ability to receive a gift, and that is a rank prize for each of the ranks that you're going to see in a moment. The iPad, for example, iPad Air is the executive rank prize. This is a $900 value prize. It comes with obviously a folding keyboard, great for business. Now, if you don't need one of these, of course, you can also accept 75% of the value of this in BTC and paid directly to your BTC wallet. When you reach the rank of manager, this is a significant achievement. This is a $10,000 prize. His or her stainless Rolex day date or day just. And that is going to be something you receive for hitting the rank of manager. When you hit director, remember, director unlocks level 9 in your unilevel. This is a $15,000 prize. And this is travel for 2 anywhere in the world, 5-star. So you decide where you'd like to go and when you'd like to go, and you can bank that prize and have it ready and waiting for you. When you hit President's Club, now this is significant because what happens at President's Club, remember, you convert your 10 level unilevel into an unlimited unilevel because of that infinity or global bonus. You'll also receive $100,000 towards anything that Porsche manufactures. When you hit ambassador, you further extend your ability to earn in the global bonus, as well as receiving $200,000 towards anything Ferrari manufactures. And then lastly is your global ambassador, which is $500,000 towards anything that Lamborghini manufactures, and earning a little bit more yet in your global bonus. Now, again, in each one of these last 3, you can also accept 75% of the value of these in BTC paid directly to you. So with that, I want to thank all of you very much for your time. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your contribution to the chat. Those of you who are members sharing some of your results, very important that you assist in your participation and contribution to these presentations. I think it's of great value that guests and new members have an opportunity to hear from you as well. So we certainly appreciate when you take the time to participate inside the chat. And for those of you who are brand new, or you are here as a guest perhaps, the easiest thing for you to do is simply get back to the person that asked you to attend this presentation, and they'll help you get started the right way. You're going to let them know what's most appropriate for you, whether being a customer feels right for you, or even though you don't have all the answers yet, perhaps you know that you want to squeeze every dollar out of the platform and you're going to want to recommend the platform to others. Let your friend know so they can help you get started the right way. Now, with that, thanks again, everyone, for being here. I love hanging out here with you. Remember, same link, same place, same time on Friday. So at the end of the week, we're going to all hang out again on Friday for an hour. Until then, I'm looking forward to it, but have a wonderful week, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for assisting with letting people in the room, Andrew, and thanks everyone else for your assistance in the chat. Thanks. Talk soon.